Good morning. Another in point to Dorin Anghescu here again. I've got to be on my way to work here soon, so I'm going to keep this one a bit short. And maybe one of these days I actually get the camera instead of doing with iPhone 5S. But right now this works. I missed the president debate last night for the GOP side, and I am really glad that I did because I know there's going to be plenty of website that will actually put it up there to where I can watch it at my own convenience when I do not get too far from a bathroom and I have just not eaten, so I don't have to worry about I don't know, being where I am and throwing up or suddenly needing to take a shit in the most inconvenient place. The consensus, I think, is what you call it. The opinion of everybody is that Carly Fiorina finally came forward and made herself in the debate. She made herself because Donald Trump insulted her, not because she's a smart woman. She is nothing like Hillary. She's trying to represent herself as the anti-Hillary. Yes, I can see her being the anti-Hillary. Let us not forget when Carly Fiorina was the CEO, the chief executive officer, the HewlettPackard company, that she presided over the company where she ran the stock into losses of 50%. She pissed off a bunch of the investors who pulled out. She relocated 30,000 jobs out of Lakeland, Colorado, and she sent them over to China, and now she's running on American workers. Really? Where were these American workers in your importance when you actually had the chance to do something about it? You hypocrite! You're so full of shit. Don't even get me started. I am so glad I am not a Republican any longer. Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Ike Eisenhower, Barry Goldwater, our own Senator Barry Goldwater, last honest Republican there was. Those were Republicans. You, none of you people up there, you Ted Cruz, you Donald Trump, you Carly Fiorina, your Mike Huckabee, your Jeb Bush, maybe John Kasich is the only one who seems to actually have any brains amongst you, and he'll never get the nomination because he can think for himself without being told what to do by Tony Perkins and Matt Staber of the Liberty Council and the Family Research Center, who basically want to raise a lot of money to help propel their GOP candidate into office because, like you, they hate gay marriage. Who knows? They might even be able to use the likes of Glenn Beck again to help, I don't know, send another camera into a pizza parlor someplace and basically set up a GoFundMe account so some people in Indiana or in some other part of the country can claim that they actually received death threats and burning their building down to their business because they outwardly asked for an interview so they could go on the air, so they could brag about how they intend to use their newfound religious freedom, which is another word for religious tyranny, to discriminate against gay people, and Glenn Beck used his radio program to help con people out of almost $849,859.42, close to $1 million. But when the food banks in Indiana, who are feeding poor people, asked for his help to raise money so they could buy food to give it to people who did not have anything to eat, including the children he is so concerned about. Dead silence. Let that sink in for a moment. None of you people up on stage last night, I guarantee, had anything to say about the growing wealth and income inequality in this country. None of you had anything to say about the 1% now owning close to 50% of everything in the country. None of you had anything to say about the bottom 40% are left with all the debt and are left with the deficit that have been created by you people in the Republican Party. Now, Democrat, you're not perfect. I am not letting you off the hook either. All right? I really wish a lot of time that Democrat would actually do something besides talk a good game, but follow through it and be willing to stand in the mud with what they say they're going to do. This is one of the reasons my favorite people still, after all this time, is Barry Goldwater. He was a good man. He was a very good man, and he gave it to you straight. None of you people up there last night were concerned. I know it right now. None of you people were concerned about the fate of small children in this country who go to bed hungry at night. Okay, none of you people, including you, Carly Fiorina, who fired 30,000 people, were the slightest bit concerned that maybe their kids might go hungry so you could write yourself a bonus for saving the company money while you fired American workers and you brag about your accomplishment. Well, you know what your accomplishment was, Carly Fiorina? Your accomplishment was being fired from CEO and removed for incompetency. And the company didn't get back onto solid ground until it finally began to achieve what you couldn't do during your whole time and the tenure, you want to call it, as CEO. So, can I please tell you something? Shut up, you effing face. You're full of shit. Like most of you GOP, you are full of shit. I wouldn't vote for you if you put a gun to my head. I am so glad to be out of the GOP and out of the Republican Party. You people make me sick. You are everything that is wrong with the country. And all you know how to do is hate and fear. It is all you have left. Hitler would tell you right now, congratulations. You divide the people with hate and fear. You get into hate-gay marriage. You raise money for your side. You fight amongst themselves. You get the people fighting amongst each other, and you have Fox News helping you do it. Heil Hitler. Ted Cruz, Mike Huckabee, Jeb Bush, Donald Trump, loudmouth, ignorant, bigot, racist, blowhard. The Republican Party needs you because that's about all it has left for a base. And if the people are stupid enough to put any of you idiot into the White House, then we better have an alternative plan to run for our lives, because welcome to the Fourth Reich, which was a Nazi fascism. And Nazi fascism of the Third Reich was a right-wing ideology using Christianity to sow hate and dissent among the people. It didn't work out for the Germans. It didn't work out for Europe. And look how many Americans lost their lives trying to clean that mess up. And now you've got people in the Republican Party who are right-wing evangelical Christians who call themselves conservatives that want to repeat the same here at home. Are you serious? Are you basically hawking for some campaign cash by forming a political PAC? Are you really that stupid? Or are you willfully blind? And I let you choose which one it is, because it will be one. Okay, now I am off to work. Arrivederci.